Welcome to Pauley Pavilion in Westwood as Long Beach State men's volleyball takes on Hawaii with a trip to the national championship game on the line. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. It's round 4 of the heavyweight bout between the number 2 and number 3 teams in the country. With UCLA out of the way, both the Beach and the Rainbow Warriors see this as their championship to win. These two matched up 3 times before tonight. Hawaii swept the regular season series, but the Beach got some revenge in a 5-set thriller in the Big West Championship game.
And these have been two of the best teams in the nation all year long. It's no surprise they're going to meet with a national championship appearance on the line. This is the 107th all-time meeting between Long Beach State and Hawaii, and the margins could not be thinner. Long Beach State took the last matchup to take home the Big West Championship, but it was Hawaii who swept the regular season series in the Pyramid for the first time since 2015.
Looking at Long Beach State as the defending national champions, it took them a little bit into the season to fully hit their stride. They dealt with some injuries, but they've won 11 straight games coming in and are playing their absolute best volleyball.
And they really kicked it into gear after that Hawaii series, which kicked off Big West Conference play. They enter this Final Four on the nation's largest and longest winning streak at 11 straight games. They have been lights out, and they've really started to find their feet with everybody coming back to full health. We've heard from Nick McRae all season long. It's going to take all 17 players on this Long Beach State roster to take home the national championship.
For Hawaii at 28-5, they've got a chance at a 30-win season if they win these next 2 games, and Hawaii has to feel really good about their chances trying to go for a national championship.
It'll be the first 30-win season in Hawaii men's volleyball history, and Charlie Wade in his 17th season has seen plenty of the Beach. Spoke after that Big West Championship game about the seeking revenge that this team has in their mindset now, and he wouldn't put past the Rainbow Warriors, also back at full health, to give the Beach a run for their money tonight in the Final Four.
Take it through the starting lineups. Long Beach State with Jake Pizzanti operating the offense again. Kellen Larson, the starting libero. The 2 outside hitters, Skylar Varga and Connor Bloom. Wojciech Gajek back in there at opposite, was greeted with plenty of boos from the Bows crowd here in Westwood. Jackson Christ and Ben Braun, the middle blocker duo for Long Beach State. On the Hawaii side, Tread Rosenthal, the Big West Player of the Year, is the starting setter. Quentin Greenidge, the starting libero. Those 2 guys both strong in all aspects of their games. Adrian War, the starting outside alongside Louis Sakanoko. At opposite, Christian Tatrisky, and then the middle blocker duo, Travell Jordan and Justin Todd, back in there after returning from injury. Was out for the Big West Championship game, but now back on the floor for Hawaii to face Long Beach State tonight.
And Opek Kazan watching from the bench. Really, Bruce, there are fascinating matchups across the floor. We're in for a treat tonight as Nick McRae and Charlie Wade will have to move the chess pieces around to try to find that slight advantage that could decide who plays for a national championship on Monday night.
Long Beach State in their all-white uniforms on the left side of the floor. Kellen Larson in all black as the libero. Hawaii in all black on their side with green numbering their libero. Quentin Greenidge in all white. As we're set for battle, the first Final Four game of the day was an absolute classic, and now Long Beach State and Hawaii will go toe-to-toe for the 4th time this season. This is a rivalry with energy in the building from both sides, and it's a national championship game appearance on the line. Just about ready to get underway in Westwood.
These teams have met over 100 times, and it's not often we can talk about a first. This is the first meeting between Long Beach State and Hawaii in the NCAA semifinals. They've met for a national championship twice. They've never met to get to a national championship. And you know both these teams are primed and ready after facing off just 2 weeks ago with another title on the line. Looks for both Hawaii and Long Beach State to come out of the gates on fire and throw that first punch that Charlie Wade and Nick McRae both love to talk about, and their team's ability to strike first.
Long Beach State swept Loyola Chicago last weekend to win their regional. Hawaii went to 4 before beating USC on the islands. That's how these 2 teams punched their tickets here. And now there's only 3 remaining after Ball State was eliminated. It's UC Irvine watching in the Pauley Pavilion to find out who they'll play on Monday for the national championship. Long Beach State ranked number 2 in the most recent AVCA poll. They're the 3 seed in the tournament. Hawaii ranked number 3. They're the 2 seed. This is expected to be as evenly matched as any game could possibly be. And if any indication from the last 3 games is true, they've gone to 5 twice in their 3 matchups. We could be in store for another classic tonight.
And Pauley Pavilion has been adorned in green tonight as the Rainbow Warriors faithful have packed out this pavilion. Long Beach State has brought the band. They brought plenty of their fans, but expect a raucous, almost Stan Sheriff-like atmosphere here tonight as the Rainbow Warriors look to return to the national championship.
11 straight wins for Long Beach State as they look to carry their momentum all the way to the national championship game. Hawaii only with 5 losses on the season. One of them coming in the Big West Championship game. They were the Big West regular season champions, went 9-1 in conference play. But Long Beach State took the tournament crown. And the defending national champions are looking to keep a streak alive of back-to-back champions in the NCAA.
That's a streak that Long Beach started, Hawaii continued, and UCLA furthered. Long Beach State winning the national championship last year. This is a different looking group, but expect the seniors on this team, Skylar Varga, Ben Braun, Connor Bloom, all getting the start tonight to lead the way early and often in set 1. Long Beach State, one of the best player-led teams in the country, and under Charlie Wade, the Rainbow Warriors are on an ascendant path. Still a young team, only 1 senior on their roster. This opportunity here at UCLA, a chance to continue building on their success this season and into next year, where they hope to once again compete for a national championship. The business at hand, though, this Final Four and the title game that awaits, with UC Irvine already there on Monday.
The AVCA All-American teams were just announced heading into the Final Four. Long Beach State with 1 first-team selection, that's Skylar Varga. Hawaii had 2, Tred Rosenthal and Louis Sakanoko, both on the All-American first team. Both these sides are absolutely packed with stars, not only on the floor, but all throughout the bench as well. These are 2 of the most complete teams in the nation. And now Connor Bloom is heading back as Long Beach State will get the first serve to open up set 1 in the semifinals of the NCAA Final Four. Connor Bloom back behind the line, getting himself ready to go. The Pauley Pavilion is packed out and loud.
And on their feet, we haven't even played a point yet.
Here we go. Connor Bloom serves across. Pass for Moore in the back row. Rosenthal, D-ball over to Tatrisky on the right side, and he puts it right down onto the Terraflex. Hawaii strikes first.
Tatrisky made his return after, I've seen 14 games through injury in that opening series in the Pyramid a few months ago. Big to see him back in the lineup. The Bulgarian bomber is going to be a force to be reckoned with tonight.
And now here's the Frenchman, Louis Sakanoko. 1-0 Hawaii to open up the match. Sakanoko serves across. Pass from Larson. Pizzanti sets over to the left side. Varga off the block and down. A heavyweight battle to begin it. Tatrisky with a kill, and now Skylar Varga answers right back.
The senior from Munster, Saskatchewan, had 16 kills in the Big West Championship game. He's one of the captains on this Long Beach State roster that will look to set the tone early.
Ben Braun back to serve now. 6'11 middle, floats it over. Sakanoko overpass. Varga keeps it on the beach side. Pizzanti swinging. He hit it out of bounds, though, and no touch from Hawaii. Oh, they're going to say there is a touch. The initial ruling went to the Rainbow Warriors, but Jake Pizzanti just caught a piece of the Hawaii blockers before going out of bounds. It's a kill for the Long Beach State setter. 2-1 Beach. Ben Braun float serve again. Overhead pass Sakanoko. D-ball. Tatrisky. Right side. There's another one. Tristan Tatrisky with 2 early kills.
Tatrisky, native of Sofia, Bulgaria, on the Big West first team this season. Also an All-American. Not only one of the most powerful arms in the nation, also one of the most efficient this season.
That sends Justin Todd back to serve for Hawaii, which we said was absent for that Big West Championship game against Long Beach State with an ankle injury. Returned last weekend against USC. Todd hits over. Pass from Bloom as he was low. It's offline. Varga has to step into set. Goes to Gayak. It's a cross, but out of bounds. Wojciech Gayak just missed the line on his first chance, and that's a guy to watch through this match tonight.
And that's a guy that every Hawaii fan has their eyes on tonight. After 27 kills in the Big West Championship game and a controversial celebration, Wojciech Gayak has heard plenty of boos already tonight from the Road Warriors.
3-2 Bows. Justin Todd serves again. Pass from Larson as he went down. Pizzanti right at the net. Goes to Varga outside. Off the face of Adrian War and out of bounds. Skylar Varga with 2 kills as he shows no regard for human life.
Skylar Varga was hitting everything in bounds during hitting lines and during the warm-ups today. He's got a different look in his eyes coming into this Final Four, showing off the strength early.
Jake Pizzanti back to serve now. Taps the ball on his right hip, takes his time, and then floats it over. Pass from Sakanoko. Rosenthal goes in the middle to Jordan. And Travell Jordan is on the board to get Hawaii back ahead.
And we're going to say this about a lot of the Rainbow Warriors coming into tonight. Jordan struggles with injuries throughout his career. The Grand Canyon transfer has had a really efficient season in the middle. Also one of the tallest men on the floor tonight. 6'10".
Here goes Tread Rosenthal, the Big West Player of the Year. Serves across, pass from Bloom, a good one. Pisanti goes to Chris in the middle, off a block, it's down. No long rallies so far as both these attacks are firing. Jackson Christ gets on the board.
It's just a little float route from Jackson Christ, working outside in on Jake Pisanti. Saw both Pisanti and Rosenthal as that 5-set match wore on in the Big West Championship game. Turn away from their middles. It's going to be crucial for Pisanti and Rosenthal to trust the men right next to them all night long.
Skylar Vargas serve, pass from Sakanoko. Set back to him, off a touch. Larson has the dig. Pisanti bump set as he went out of bounds. Goes back to Bloom, high off the blockers. Rosenthal has the dig. Sakanoko steps into set, goes outside for Tatrisky. Rolls through 3 blockers and down. Christian Tatrisky able to get the touch before it goes out of bounds, and the Bows lead 5-4.
3 kills already for Tatrisky. He's setting the tone. And a little bit of a stare down through the net. Looking at Wojciech Gajek on the other side, who could not seal off the pin.
It's a heated rivalry between these two teams as Adrian War is back to serve. He puts it over, pass from Larson as he went down. Pisanti D-ball, Gajek dug out by War in the back row. Greenwich sets it up. The whistle blew. They're giving the point to Long Beach State. Off the Wojciech Gajek attack. It's so loud in this building that I didn't even hear the whistle.
You really can't hear the whistle from the chair judge, but it's a blocking violation against Hawaii. The wire was wiggling, and it nullifies an excellent dig from Adrian Rohr.
5-5 between Long Beach State and Hawaii. Jackson Christ back to serve now. Big West first team selection as a freshman, and he hits it way out of bounds. Too strong on his first serve. Jackson Christ, one of the X factors tonight, not only in how he serves, but also blocking above the net.
Jackson Christ was so impactful in that Big West Championship game, not only with 3 incredible aces in set 4, but just dominating above the net. Said it best, Bruce. He's an X factor.
Had another 3 aces against Loyola. Pass or serve from Jordan. Pass goes into the middle. Ben Braun attack. Gets dug out. Right side to Treesky. Roll shot touched by Braun. Bump set from Pisanti. Bloom swings way out of bounds. Went for high hands but didn't catch him. And Hawaii's lead is up to 2.
And Connor Bloom has stepped into the starting lineup in the absence of Alex Kondev, who was dressed and ready to play today. He's been one of the most efficient hitters in the Big West during his time on the left side. That swing just doesn't catch high hands.
Travell Jordan floats it over again. Pass from Varga, a little bit offline. Pisanti moving, sets up towards Bloom on the left side, and he puts it off the blockers and into the antenna. A nice move from Connor Bloom, who's gotten a lot more chances at outside ever since Alex Kondev got hurt.
Connor Bloom in his 5th year. Jake Pisanti trusts him so much. Goes right back to him after an attacking error, and Bloom rewards his setter.
6 serving 7. Wojciech Gajek back behind the line. Gajek hits over and just out of bounds. Tried to hug the line, and Sakanoko saw it out. It's 8-6 Bows.
Now, Long Beach State are the best serving team in the country in terms of aces per set. The aces are going to come tonight. It's just a matter of when.
Over 2 aces per set for Long Beach State. Christian Tatrisky serve, received by Varga. Pisanti back to Varga from the back row. He gets blocked, and it's down. There's Justin Todd entering the fray, and the Rainbow Warriors lead by 3.
Some extra airtime for Justin Todd. Varga thought he could tip it over the middle blocker coming from the back row, and Todd just stays in the air a little bit longer to get the touch.
Tatrisky tips the tape. Bloom pass. Pisanti sets up for Gajek on the right side. He goes cross court and out of bounds. A little too strong for the freshman, and it's 10-6 Hawaii.
Just 1 kill, 2 errors on his first 3 swings. Wojciech Gajek rocking a different look tonight. 2 leg sleeves, no undershirt to pair with that white uniform. Looking a little bit uncomfortable here in set 1.
Tatrisky serves again. Pass from Larson, this time a good one. Pisanti goes outside for Bloom, off the blockers and out. Long Beach breaks the 3-0 Hawaii scoring run and gets back within a trio.
Just 1 blocker at the net for Connor Bloom, and he swings right into the face of Tread Rosenthal. Good to see the Hawaii setter get back up okay. Bloom just got over that ball in a hurry. Rosenthal stood no chance.
Beach have completed a full rotation as Connor Bloom is back to serve again. Bloom into the bottom half of the net. Service error gets the lead back to 4 for Hawaii. 11 to serve 7. Luis Sakanoko back behind the line. 31 aces this year. Big West first team and AVCA first team All-American. Serves across, pass from Bloom as he slid. Set from Larson. Gajek rolls it off the blockers and out. There's a savvy attack from Wojciech Gajek for his 2nd kill.
Wojciech Gajek makes up what Nick McRae likes to call the 2-headed dragon, and one of the best opposite pairings Long Beach State men's volleyball has ever seen. Daniil Hršnović watching on from the bench tonight. Gayak showing he can get the job done.
Ben Braun float serve. Greenwich pass right up to Rosenthal. Sets to Todd in the middle. Dig from Gayak. Bump set from Braun all the way back towards Varga. He has to just free ball it over. Todd up to Rosenthal. Back to Todd. Brought right down. Justin Todd making his impact felt early. It's 12-8 Hawaii.
Justin Todd exited on crutches against UC San Diego in the Big West Championship semifinals. Walking into Brute, walking on crutches for a while. He's looking tonight already in set one just as good as he has all season long. The footwork is impeccable in the front row.
12 serving 8. Justin Todd, a high toss, hits into the net, and the Beach are back within 3.
It just feels like both these teams are finding their footing right now in set one. Hawaii won the race to 8. They have a 3-point cushion. Long Beach State looking for a mini run of their own now. Just a 3-point swing from Hawaii, the difference here in set one.
Beach siding out at 89% despite the deficit. Jake Pizzanti serves into the top of the tape. Put his hands right up to his head in frustration as they trade service errors, and it's 13-9 Hawaii.
Jake Pizzanti's taken a little bit off his serve since coming back from a shoulder injury. That time, the hybrid roll shot, hybrid float, just doesn't get anywhere close to going over the tape.
Tread Rosenthal back to serve now. Flips it out in front of him, hits across. Pass from Larson as he went down. Pizzanti sets outside, goes for Gayak. He gets blocked. Pancake from Larson, keeps it alive. Bump set, goes back towards Gayak, but then over the net. Rosenthal sets to Jordan in the middle, dug out by Bloom. Back over. Jordan, second swing is down. Travell Jordan with his second kill. Timeout, Long Beach State.
And the Road Warriors are loving it. Hawaii putting so much pressure on the Long Beach State back row. They forced not one but 2 overpasses. The second one coming from Connor Bloom. And Travell Jordan doesn't miss twice. Rainbow Warriors with a comfortable 5-point cushion in the middle third of this first set.
Hawaii hitting 500. 5 kills and 0 attacking errors so far. They lead 14-9 on 22 West Radio. It's a good start for the Rainbow Warriors in the Final Four matchup against Long Beach State. They're ahead 14-9 and siding out the Beach at a 90% rate.
And half of that is service errors, half of that is just the pressure Hawaii is putting on the Long Beach State back row. Kellen Larson is going to have a tough task tonight. He has seen the lion's share of serves in his direction already. The Beach put a full pattern across the back row.
Tread Rosenthal serving for Hawaii. Tips the tape and Larson has the pass. Pizzanti goes to the middle. Jackson Chris gets roofed. Travell Jordan keeps the momentum rolling, and Hawaii's ahead by 6. A solo block in the middle for the Grand Canyon transfer. 15 serving 9. Tread Rosenthal across. Larson pass right up above the net. One-handed set goes towards Gayak. Tries to tool it, but it goes into the antenna. Another attacking error for Long Beach State. Already their 6th. And it's a 4-0 scoring run for Hawaii.
And Long Beach State are not going to get back into this ball game with 6 attacking errors. Hawaii hitting 600, still perfect, and now the service pressure from Tread Rosenthal paying dividends.
16-9, and Rosenthal has an ace. Goes right for the back corner, and Rosenthal paints the line. It's 17-9.
The 116th ace of Tread Rosenthal's career. That topspin serve so deadly. He looks right down the line. This Hawaii attack, this Hawaii serve, this Hawaii block, dialed in. to level 10 here in set one.
Long Beach State caught on their heels to open up the match in a strong home environment for the Rainbow Warriors. Tread Rosenthal on a 5-point service run. Rosenthal serves across again, pass from Varga. Pizzanti goes back to Varga from the right side, tipped over and down. The Beach turned to their captain to end the run, and Varga gets him within 7.
Skylar Varga picking up his 3rd kill in the first since the first 3 points of this match. Jake Pizzanti just throwing it backside, and Varga does the rest.
Skylar Varga back to serve. Could use a run of his own now with the Beach down by 7. Varga hits over and down! Right on cue! Skylar Varga has his first ace of the night.
Ace number 49 on the season for Skylar Varga. Ended the regional final against Loyola Chicago. Going to area 2, that one straight to area 1 on a cross-court fastball.
11 serving 17. This time a slider dug out by War. D-ball goes to Sakanoko. Attacking from the back row. Louis sides him out.
And that's just pinpoint perfection from Tread Rosenthal. Throwing it backside, and Louis Sakanoko emerges without a blocker to meet him at the net.
Adrian War serving now. 18-11 Hawaii. Pass from Varga over the net. Sakanoko overhead pass. Rosenthal, D-ball to Treski, right side, blocked and down! Jackson Christ with the roof for Long Beach State. It's 18-12, and now Christ will serve.
For the first time tonight, Long Beach State can say "Aole." Jackson Christ sends it back with no mercy. And the Beach need to run in a big way now from the freshman.
First block of the night for the Beach. Jackson Christ hits across. War pass up to Rosenthal. Sets outside for Sakanoko. Tipped off the blockers. One-handed sliding dig from Pizzanti. Bump set back to the middle of the floor. Roll shot Bloom dug out by Rosenthal. War swinging second touch and down.
Unreal. Hawaii can smell blood in the water, and Adrian Rohr off the second touch just decides to swing away. All the momentum with the Rainbow Warriors in set one.
And Charlie Wade keeping the foot on the gas. A service sub. Finn Kearney in for Travell Jordan. The lefty hits across. Pass from Varga. Pizzanti sets up the D-ball. Gajek down. Wojciech Gajek trying to find his groove with his 3rd kill of the night on 7 swings.
Louis Sakanoko coming up a bit gimpy off the block. Landed on Justin Todd's foot as he came down. Frenchman shaking out that left ankle now. Something to watch as he lines up in rotation 3.
13 serving 19. Polish freshman Gajek into the net. Already 5 service errors tonight for Long Beach State.
Talk about throwing the first punch. Hawaii have come out and dominated this first set. And the Beach just can't get out of their own way from behind the service line.
6 attacking errors and 4 service errors. Actually make it 5 for Long Beach State. Tatrisky serve now. Overpass to a joust at the net. Pizzanti keeps it up. Play still live. Bloom gets blocked. Braun with a touch. Gajek can't get it back over. It's a roof for Hawaii, and they already wanted a challenge midpoint there. It would have likely wound up going back to Hawaii anyway. Nick McRae calling timeout as this is not the start the defending champs were looking for.
Charlie Wade just calm and composed on the sideline. Talk about the chess match between these two coaches. And Charlie Wade turning back to that same starting lineup that came out on night 1 in Long Beach. That lineup that was able to prevail in 5 sets on a wacky and very hot night in Long Beach. Hawaii have come out, and they look to be the better team already here in set 1. The Beach have to clear out that fogginess that seems to surround them behind the service line and in their attack. They have to do it fast. An 8-point deficit in set 1 is not what Nick McRae ordered.
It's not a surprise that Hawaii has traveled well, but this is firmly a home court advantage for the Rainbow Warriors in the Final Four. It's 21-13 Bows on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State with some errors that have given Hawaii a chance to seize the momentum, and that's exactly what they've done. It's 21-13 Hawaii in set one. Serve comes from Christian Tetrisky, and he's got an ace. The second of the night for the Bows, and their lead extends to 9.
Not only are the Beach one of the best serving teams in the country, they don't give up a lot of aces. Tetrisky, that's his 20th of the season. Playing with his food right now.
Serves again. It was low. Pisanti gets to Gayak, and he finds the back line. A miraculous kill for Long Beach State. The pass was super low to the ground from Varga. Pisanti slid all the way in and just got it to Gayak, who hit the fadeaway jumper and found the back line. Now a sub coming in. Long Beach State going to their second setter and opposite to Neil Hershinovic and Island Doty sub in place of Pisanti and Gayak.
Hershinovic enters into the front row. Doty will run the offense.
14 serving 22. Fifth-year Beach player Connor Bloom has an ace. Woohoo! We're in the stage of set one where Long Beach first will try and make a comeback here, but at least will try and get themselves going for set two. Second ace of the night overall, and the first for Bloom. 15 serving 22. Bloom across Greenwich, a high pass up to Rosenthal. He goes D-ball for Tetrisky, off the blockers and out. This attack looks unstoppable so far for Hawaii. 9 kills and only 1 error.
They've done it on only 16 attacks. Trent Rosenthal is putting every single set right where it needs to be in the Beach. Now looking to shore up serve receive. Take out Connor Bloom in rotation 1 and put in the senior from San Clemente, Dane Hillis.
Louis Sakanoko serving for Hawaii. Pass from Larson high in the air. Underneath, Doty sets up Varga on the outside. Off a touch, Greenwich has the overhead dig. Set outside for War, off the blocker and out of bounds. Daniil Hershinovic couldn't quite seal it off. And it's set point number 1 for Hawaii as they try and close out a dominant first set.
About as dominant as you'll find.
The traveling contingent from the islands are up and clapping along. Louis Sakanoko serves over, pass from Hillis. Doty underneath, D-ball goes to Hershinovic. He's roofed! Adrian War and Justin Todd. The fourth block of the set for Hawaii ends it at 25-15.
Hawaii throw the first punch and then turn the lights out above the net. Talk about setting the tone. The Rainbow Warriors are taking no prisoners.
.529 hitting percentage for Hawaii. Long Beach at 125. Hugely lopsided set number 1 as the Bows strike first. They'll look to keep it rolling into set 2 on 22 West Radio. Hawaii comes out and punches the defending national champions in the mouth. A 25-15 set one win for the Rainbow Warriors. Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry. You're listening to national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. JayDe, that was about as dominant as set one could have been.
Yeah, and Long Beach needs a response here in set two, as Hawaii are one of the best teams in the nation, if not the best team, when taking set one and taking set two right after that. Since the start of the 2020 season, Hawaii is 143-5 when winning the opening set, including 24-0 this season. And that's one of their most dominant sets of the year so far, hitting 529 against one of the best blocking and serving teams in the country. Nick McRae immediately turning to his bench here in set two, looking to shore up serve-receive.
On the bright side for Long Beach State, they've been in this position before. Just a couple of weeks ago, they lost set one to Hawaii in the Big West Championship game. Managed to come back and win that in 5. But the Beach will need a quick response. 8 attacking errors and 5 service errors from Long Beach State in set one. Gave more than half of the points Hawaii needed to win the first set for free.
Yeah, the difference between that first set and this first set is that in the Big West Championship, it didn't feel like this. It didn't feel like Hawaii came out and played the better volleyball from start to finish. It felt like Long Beach State still had a chance. So look for Nick McRae to start making these chess moves now, as Charlie Waite will keep his foot on the gas pedal, rocking with his same starting 6 here in set 2.
Beach do have a change. Dane Hill is still in the back row for Long Beach State and serve receive. Christian Tatrisky serves to open up set 2 way out of bounds, and the Beach go up 1-0.
Dane Hill is starting out in rotation 2. In the back row, going to see if Connor Bloom returns once Dane Hill gets to rotation 4. Beach just need to calm the ship here. Start putting some serves over the net.
Jake Pizzanti floats it over. War pass up to Rosenthal. He sets the Todd in the middle. Dig from Pizzanti over to Varga. He sets back towards Gayak on the right side. Roll shot blocked. Whistle blows with the ball still in the air, and the point goes to Long Beach State. Fred Rosenthal wants a challenge. I think the ruling is a net against Rosenthal.
Might be a net, might be a centerline violation. The whistle blew on the block. And looks like Charlie Wade not satisfied with the call either.
Challenge issued by Hawaii, the first of the night for either team. Challenge rules remain the same here in the Final Four. Both teams have 3 challenges. If you win, you keep it. And if we go to a 5th set and either team is below 3, they get 1 refunded. So Hawaii looking for an overturn here. Scoreboard shows 2-0 Long Beach State.
And after losing that Big West Championship game, Hawaii hosted the NCAA Regionals. USC prevailed in the first round against Belmont Abbey. Then a sellout crowd, 10,300 fans, packed the Stan Sheriff Center in Manoa and watched Hawaii play a really clean game, especially in service. They were able to put the Trojans under pressure all night long and ride that raucous home atmosphere to a 4-set victory, even when Dylan Klein and the Trojans made things interesting and forced extra volleyball in set 4. Similar trend already emerging here in the Final Four. The Road Warriors have made all kinds of noise. They're drowning out everything from the Long Beach State side and the Long Beach State faithful. You feel like if Hawaii can really continue to harness this home crowd, get off to another hot start here in set 2, the Beach could be looking at an insurmountable or an almost impossible 2-0 deficit. These opening 10 points, especially important for Nick McRae's men.
For head coach Charlie Wade and this Hawaii Rainbow Warriors team, they've been fantastic this year. Number 3 in the country, 28-5. We've mentioned all those things. And this is a fairly young lineup. They're going to bring everybody who's on the floor back next year as long as nobody decides to go and play professional volleyball. But only 1 senior on the team, Vladimir Kuber, not part of this regular rotation. So Hawaii with a chance here in this Final Four to not only go win a national championship this year, but return much of the group for next year.
And there is no other team in the nation that can say they're returning this much top-level talent in 2027.
Call is in, and the Beach keep the point, so it's an unsuccessful first challenge on the night for Hawaii. They've got 2 left. Jake Pizzanti float serve again. War pass up to Rosenthal. Sets outside. Sakanoko hits line and gets it down. Hawaii gets that point right back.
Louis Sakanoko and Adrian Rohr make up the French connection on this Hawaii roster, and Louis Sakanoko, after struggling a bit with his serve in the Big West Championship, found it again against USC. He's been serving up fastballs here tonight in the Final Four.
Louis Sakanoko, serve, pass from Skylar Varga. Pizzanti, D-ball, goes to Varga on the right side. Sakanoko digging the back row. Rosenthal, D-ball to Trisky, tipped, it's blocked, kept up above the net. Rosenthal has the roof. Jackson Chris went right on the attack, and Rosenthal sends it right back.
All season long, Jackson Christ has looked one step ahead above the net. Tonight, Tread Rosenthal has had his number.
You know, I think the challenge actually was successful for Hawaii. So it's 2-1. It was a replay when they reviewed that. So now a service error from Louis Sakanoko makes it 2-2. Hawaii has all 3 challenges remaining.
Good to clarify there.
2-2 in set 2. Skylar Varga back behind the service line now for Long Beach State. 2 aces tonight for the Beach. Varga has one of them. Canadian senior serves over and out of bounds. Already service error number 6 for Long Beach State.
Coming into rotation for Connor Bloom, replacing Dane Hillis, offering more size at the net. The Beach, 10th best blocking team in the nation so far tonight, with only 1. As Hawaii have had their way above the net.
Justin Todd serves next for Hawaii. 28 aces this season. Larson pass. Pazanti, D-ball, goes to Gayak on the right side into the middle of the floor. Wojciech Gayak had 3 errors in set 1, but now has 5 kills on the night.
Once Wojciech Gayak is able to find that swing, really dial it in, he's going to be hard to stop, and Hawaii know that better than anybody else in the country.
3-all in set 2. Jackson Christ flips up, hits over. Sakanoko, a bit of an errant pass. Bump set from Rosenthal. Goes to War on the left side. Blocked by a triple. Then he pushes over and down. Off the block, the ball hovered above the tape, and War just punches it across and down for the kill.
There's the second half of the French Connection, and the All-American, Adrian Rohr, just recognizing that the block defense really wasn't there for Long Beach State. Going over on 1 was his best option.
Tread Rosenthal serving with the Bows up by 1. Tips the tape. Varga passes. He went to the ground. Pazanti goes to Braun. A dig and then a free ball for Hawaii. Braun overhead pass. Pazanti back to Varga, and he's got the kill. They deked it, going to Braun a second time, and Braun swings through. Varga emerges on the combo set to deliver the kill.
Skylar Varga sees his fellow Canadian Quentin Greenwich make a spectacular dig off that swing from Ben Braun and says, "I'll do you one better." Skylar Varga, senior captain, high fives all around after a big-time swing.
4-4, and here's Wojciech Gayak. He serves. War with the pass in the back row. Rosenthal sets up the pipe. It's blocked, kept up by Louis Sakanoko's foot, and then free-balled over. Larson up to Pazanti. D-ball goes over to Gayak, and he's got the kill. Now we'll see if a challenge will come from Hawaii. Wojciech Gayak was close to a foot fault, and they will challenge immediately. The whole crowd immediately reacted like they wanted the foot fault called live. So now Hawaii pulling out their second challenge of the night. It was very close for Gayak.
And what followed was a spectacular rally, and the front row defense from the Rainbow Warriors continues to excel.
And it's a successful challenge again for Hawaii. It's 5-4 Bows off the overturn. Adrian Moore back behind the service line for the Rainbow Warriors. Already up 1-0. Looking to punch their ticket to the national championship game on Monday. Adrian Moore into the net. Service error number 4 for the Bows, and it's 5-5. Connor Bloom back behind the line now for Long Beach State. Claps the volleyball in front of him. Serves across. Sakanoko to the ground. Pass goes out of bounds into the stanchion. Connor Bloom has his second ace.
Have not been able to say that too many times this season. Connor Bloom has really found his serve, dating back to that UC Irvine series to close out the regular season. He's picked his spots nicely tonight, that time electing to go down the line, target Louis Sakanoko, who's an incredible attacker. And really, the weakest part of his game is his passing. Connor Bloom looking to provide that second set spark the Beach desperately need.
Connor Bloom to serve again. 6-5 Long Beach State in set 2. Bloom hits across, pass from War. Rosenthal sets up in the middle for Travell Jordan. It's been a good match so far for Jordan. 3 kills on 4 swings.
Jordan just looks like he's flying on a magic carpet above the net tonight. Hanging higher than anybody, banging harder than anybody. The Bows tie up this second set.
Jordan float serve down the line. Bloom has the pass. Bazanti from out of bounds. Sets the D ball to Gayak. Hits line, dig back over the net. Varga one-handed touch. Set goes back to a joust at the net. Varga pushes over. Sakanoko overpass straight to a swing from Skylar Varga. They play patty cake above the net, and Varga puts an end to the game.
There was a set in that rally from Wojciech Gayak. Does not happen. They beach all kinds of out of system and still find a way to score.
7-6 Beach, float serve from Braun. D-ball goes over to Tatrisky, and he's roofed! Skylar Varga! Back-to-back highlight plays from the Beach captain.
That's a monster block from Skylar Varga.
Beach up by 2 now. Braun float serve, War overpass. One-handed set from Rosenthal, but it's close to the pin, and Tatrisky can't save it. Long Beach State on a 3-0 scoring run. They're up 9-6.
First run tonight for Long Beach State. Comes at the perfect time.
Ben Braun again. Overhead pass from War. Rosenthal, D-ball to Tatrisky, right side, cross court and down. Right into the lap of Wojciech Gayak, but he can't handle the heat. And the Beach lead is cut down to 2.
It'll bring Kellen Larson back into rotation 1 in serve receive.
And it sends Christian Tatrisky behind the line. Low serve, popped up. Varga has to bump set back into the middle of the floor. Gayak swings, cross court, dug out in the back row by War. Set goes up for Tatrisky, dug out this time by Gayak. Pazanti sets up Gayak from the right side. Dig off the arm of Tatrisky. Bumped back to the outside of the antenna, and it's an attacking error for Hawaii. Greenwich was over near the bench and couldn't save it and get the ball to an attackable position for Sakanoko. Feel some momentum swinging in set 2, back the Beach's way. Hawaii ahead 1-0, but the Beach up 10-7 in set 2. Jake Pazanti goes to serve. He floats it across. Overhead pass from Moore. Rosenthal dunked across. Pancake by Larson. Bump set. Varga falling out of bounds. Gets it over. Sakanoko dig. Set back to him on the left side. Hits line out of bounds, but there's a touch. Louis Sakanoko with the kill to get the Bows within 2.
You talk about the momentum shift. Hawaii needed a side out, and Trent Rosenthal tried to do it himself. The Beach starting to get touches now to every single swing from the Rainbow Warrior side of the floor. That is crucial for Long Beach State's confidence.
Louis back to serve now. Native of Paris, roll serve across, pass from Varga. Pazanti sets combo for Bloom, and he's roofed down! A solo stuff for Trent Rosenthal. Block number 6 already for Hawaii.
Another ole from Trent Rosenthal. Just put his hands right above the tape, and the swing from Connor Bloom just a hair too low.
The Beach have been the second best blocking team in the country, but Hawaii has outblocked them every time they've met this year. Serve way out of bounds from Sakanoko. Gets the Beach lead back to 2. In many ways, this is a nearly must-win set 2 for Long Beach State.
Just look at Hawaii's track record. Tells you all you need to know. They don't lose games. Went up 2-0.
Skylar Varga serves across and out of bounds. Dialed up the heat on that one, but went a little beyond the back line. A filled-up Pauley Pavilion. Even the top level with some fans up there. Justin Todd back to serve for the Rainbow Warriors. 10 serving 11 into the net. And the Beach lead is back to 2.
The goal for Long Beach State coming into the second set was just to take the sting out of the Rainbow Warriors attack, and they've done that just enough here in set 2. They need another mini run. They need some more service pressure here from Jackson Chris. Rainbow Warriors not letting up that momentum easy.
Chris' serve is out of bounds. 9 service errors for Long Beach State tonight to go alongside 11 attacking errors. Too many mistakes for Long Beach State.
And Hawaii aren't going to relinquish that energy if the Beach make it easy for them behind the service line. Balls need to start going in play for the best serving team in the country.
Tread Rosenthal, serve. Varga pops it up. Pizzanti sets to the outside. Bloom, cross court and down. This is closer to the back and forth volleyball we expected in this match. Long Beach came out flat and took a while to get going. Even in this second set, they're barely hitting in the positives. Hawaii's block has been fantastic so far. 6 of them on the stat sheet and plenty more attacks impacted.
Yeah, and that was a nice front row disguise from Ben Braun just to set up that kill. You hear the boos ring out now. Road Warriors trying to get in Wojciech Gajek's head. They remember that Big West Championship game.
Gajek had 27 kills in that match. He serves, pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal, combo. Sakanoko emerges from the back row and puts it down. (13-12) Long Beach State. And Adrian War heads behind the line looking to tie it up. AVCA second team selection. Pass from Larson. Pizzanti goes to Braun, who brings it right down. Ben Braun with his first kill on 3 swings.
Ben Braun whipping it above the net. The arm comes around so fast from Ben Braun. When he's higher than everybody else, that ball's only going in one direction. That's straight down.
Connor Bloom serving next for the Beach. 14-12. Bloom hits across. Greenwich pass. Rosenthal waits for it to come down. Now sets outside. Sakanoko power angle, but out of bounds. No touch from the Long Beach State blockers, and they're the first to 15. A 3-point lead for Long Beach State into the media timeout.
Still feels dicey, though, and Hawaii continue to knock on the door here in set 2. This is the back and forth matchup we expected. You said it best, Bruce. Long Beach playing from behind, already down 1-0.
A sprint to 25 in set 2. The Beach lead by 3 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State ahead by 3 coming out of the media timeout. 15-12 in set 2 as the Beach are looking to win this set and even it up at 1 apiece.
And some nervous energy around Pauley Pavilion right now for Long Beach State. Yes, they're up by 3, but Hawaii have not rolled over yet in set 2. It's going to take a lot more to win this second set for the defending national champions.
Connor Bloom to serve. Tosses up and hits it over. Greenwich pass. Rosenthal right at the 10-foot line. Sets outside for Sakanoko. He's roofed down. No, it just got through. The Beach almost got there and sealed it off. Instead, it lands at the feet of Ben Braun. Met him right above the net, but it just found its way over the tape. Only 2 blocks so far tonight for Long Beach State. And their lead's down to 2. Kainoa Wade subs in to serve for the Bows. Pass from Larson in the back row. Pizzanti D-ball. Gajek on the right side. Hits out of bounds. No touch from the Hawaii blockers.
5th attacking error of the night for Wojciech Gajek on 5 swings. He's hit a lot of balls long. Has not gotten the friendly touches above the net. Freshman really struggling right now.
Kainoa Wade across, pass from Varga high in the air. Larson steps into bump set, goes back to Varga on the left side. Roll over 3 blockers, dug out by War. Rosenthal sets left side. Sakanoko tries to tool the block. It's into the tape and then punched up in the air. Varga pushed off the blocker and out.
Oh.
What a play by Skylar Varga. The beach way out of system. Varga just steps into the front row and pushes with 2 hands off Hawaii's forearms and out of bounds.
Skylar Vargas pulled out that move a few times this season, and there aren't many men across collegiate volleyball who would go into a triple block with a hand pass. Right after that point, Nick McRae goes right over to Wojciech Gajek and says, "Get your head in the game, kid. Beach need him."
16-14 Beach. Braun serve, D-ball over to Tetrisky, and he puts it right down. Christian Tetrisky with 6 kills on 12 swings.
There's an opposite who's feeling good. Tetrisky has got it dialed in from the service line, dialed in on that right side. Another in-system attack. The Hawaii back row has been passing everything so far here through 2 sets.
Tetrisky back to serve now. He hits it way out of bounds. Hawaii has lost their stride a little bit as well from behind the service line in set 2. They've got 7 errors on the night. Jake Pizzanti to serve for Long Beach State. 17 serving 15. The redshirt freshman setter gets across. War pass. Rosenthal sets in the middle. Todd has the kill. They're trading back and forth, and we haven't seen very many long rallies tonight. Both these attacks looking to get it done quickly.
And that time, Justin Todd just has to rattle the cage. The beach block is there to meet him. Todd is just enough to punch it through. It's a 1-point set now.
Louis Sakanoko, roll serve, popped up by Larson. Pizzanti right at the right pin, sets up Varga. Cross court and down. Skylar Varga with 7 kills now, hitting well above 400.
Skylar Varga has grown so much in this program. Recruited as an opposite. He's comfortable attacking from the right side still, even though he's a primary left side attacker. Finds a way to get the job done. We go back and forth here in set 2. Beach rapidly approaching the red zone, looking for one more run.
It's Varga behind the service line. One of the most complete players in college volleyball. He hits across, pass from Sakanoko as it almost got down. Long back set over to the left side. War gets blocked and then it's down. Connor Bloom, Jackson Christ, and Wojciech Gajek. 3 blockers above the net to extend the Beach lead to 3.
And Roar, after getting blocked, tried to swing on one. Had success earlier in this set doing the same thing. Just could not locate the ball. And the Beach 1 point away from the red zone. Up to one of their largest leads of the night so far.
Timeout called by Charlie Wade. For Long Beach State, this match certainly has not been picturesque to what they imagined. But with a 3-point lead on the verge of the red zone, if they can get 6 more points, then it's a brand new match and they can leave all that behind them.
We've heard all year long from Nick McRae, really from the very first week of that North American Challenge in the preseason, that this is a team constructed and playing and practicing with the end in mind. The end isn't here yet. That comes on Monday. Long Beach State just wants to get there. Take care of business here in the Final Four. They've already checked off 2 big boxes on their path to defending the national championship. That was winning the Big West tournament on weekend 1 of the postseason, winning the NCAA regional on weekend 2. They did that in dominant fashion against Loyola Chicago, and they knew that they were going to have to face their biggest test of the season so far tonight. And Nick McRae said in practice there were still about 10 things that this team was working on, and still an opportunity for everybody on this roster to learn and grow. Look up and down the stat sheet. There's a lot of growth that's needed here in set 2. Beach not hitting efficiently. Skylar Varga carrying the lion's share of the offensive efficiency. And if Long Beach State want to win the second set and have success beyond into sets 3, 4, who knows, maybe 5, they need to clean up both the offense and get that block and serve back to where it's been all season, among the nation's best.
Currently they're ahead by 3, 19-16, and sending Skylar Varga behind the service line.
At one point this season, Skylar Varga was the most fearsome server in collegiate volleyball. Tapered off a little bit after that Hawaii series.
Came into this weekend 11th in the country, just under half an ace per set. Pass from Sakanoko, Rosenthal from the ground, sets to the left side. War gets blocked, Sakanoko keeps it up. Rosenthal off the recycle, goes to Tetrisky on the right side, and he's got the kill. It was a slight block touch that got it out of the reach of Kellen Larson, and Hawaii's within 2. Another sub coming in service. Finn Kearney off the bench for the second time. He'll serve instead of Justin Todd.
Long Beach State plenty familiar with Finn Kearney, played a massive role the Big West Championship game last season on the islands.
Left-handed server tips the tape. Larson pass. Pazanti to Christ. Off the block and down. Jackson Christ with only his second kill. Now he'll head behind the service line looking to take over there too.
And it's only the 7th set to the middle tonight for Jake Pazanti.
Christ with 3 aces in each of the Beach's last 2 games. Looking for his first tonight. Serves over, pass from Greenwich. Sakanoko on the back line, sets up the left side for War. 3 blockers there, and War just did get it through him. Lands at the feet of the triple block, and it's 20-18.
Very rare to see a Long Beach State triple block not seal at the net. Goes right through Ben Braun. A few smiles on the Hawaii side of the floor. Looking to make the final push.
Tread Rosenthal went on a run in set 1. Bloom able to pass this one high in the air. Varga steps in, sets back to Bloom on the outside. Over 3 blockers. It's out of bounds without a touch, but Long Beach State disagrees. A quick challenge coming in from Nick McRae. First challenge issued by Long Beach State tonight.
Immediately, Connor Bloom looking for a touch off the double block and the forehands that met him. A huge call coming here, as it's the difference between a 1-point set and Long Beach State inching closer. They would just be 4 points away if it goes their way to a set 2 victory.
These challenges late in sets, huge and consequential. It's the difference between a 1-point differential and a 3-point gap.
For Long Beach State, 16th Final Four in program history, 9th in the last 10 seasons. Long Beach State, Nick McRae, he might just be a first-year head coach, but he's no stranger to this stage, taking over for Alan Knipe at the end of last season after the legendary head coach retired after 22 seasons at the helm. Nick McRae's been in Final Fours. He's coached in Final Fours in this building before. In fact, against Hawaii back in 2022, the Rainbow Warriors on their way to a national championship right here at Pauley Pavilion took down Long Beach State. Nick McRae on the sidelines that night, coaching against Charlie Wade. Hoping for a reversal of fortunes here tonight in the Final Four.
He does get a reversal of that last call. It's a successful challenge for Long Beach State, and Connor Bloom gets the kill. 21-18 Beach in set 2. And they send Wojciech Gajek behind the service line. As you said earlier, no short sleeve shirt as is usual for Gajek tonight, but it does not matter.
Oh.
An ace for Wojciech Gajek. And then he goes thumbs down to the Beach bench. Timeout, Hawaii.
Just a few points ago, we're talking about how Wojciech Gajek is struggling here through 2 sets, and that's not normal. What is normal? The aces that come from the freshman. He goes thumbs down in the direction of the Hawaii fans that have been booing him all night. He put some shakas down in set 5 in that Big West Championship game, and that has not sat well with the Hawaii faithful, the Hawaii players, but Charlie Wade over the past 2 weeks. Polish international finally lets the faithful here at Pauley Pavilion know he can still make a difference no matter what the score is on the big board. Long Beach State 3 points away from a set 2 victory.
22-18, back in 30 seconds for the rest of set 2 on 22 West Radio. (22-18) in the second set. Long Beach trying to even it up at 1 apiece. It's the Final Four between Long Beach State and Hawaii. Number 2 versus number 3 in the country. Wojciech Gajek after his ace, back behind the line again. 4 aces tonight for the Beach. Gajek serves, pass this time by Sakanoko. Rosenthal goes outside. Tatrisky gets roofed! Ben Braun and Jake Pazanti. Third block of the night for Long Beach State.
And the boos are only going to get louder for Wojciech Gajek as his teammates start to back him up, feasting above the net.
23 serving 18. Gajek Pass from Sakanoko offline, bump set back into the middle of the floor, and it's a free ball from War. Larson up to Pizzanti, Deke, D-ball, Gayak down the line, off Greenwich and out of bounds. Sorcery from Jake Pizzanti. Deke the swing and threw up the D-ball, and it's set point number 1.
Wojciech Gayak emerging from the back row, saying, "Who do you think you are? I am."
24-18, set point number 1 for the Beach. Gayak dug out by Greenwich. Rosenthal D-ball goes over to War on the right side. He's out of bounds. No touch. And Long Beach State wins set 2, 25-18. It's a best of 3 from here for a spot in the national championship game.
Hate it or love it, the big dogs don't stop. Long Beach State finds a way to throw a counterpunch in set 2. And the service run from Wojciech Gayak, just the cherry on top. Long Beach State, a brand new ball game heading into set 3.
Starting anew. It was 25-15 in set 1. Hawaii. Long Beach strikes back with a 25-18 victory in set 2. Set 3 coming up. We're in for a good one between Long Beach State and Hawaii in the Final Four on 22 West Radio. Hawaii took the first blow, and Long Beach State struck back. We're all tied 1 set apiece heading to the third. Long Beach State and Hawaii in the NCAA semifinals, playing for a chance to play in the national championship game on Monday.
And one wrinkle to note here in set 3, Nick McRae still rocking with Dane Hillis in the back row. We've seen Connor Bloom come in for him in rotation 4, same as it was in sets 4 and 5 in that Big West championship game. Charlie Wade yet to make a change, and in the mid-set huddle, it was Adrian Rohr. Speaking up to the starting 6, offering some words of encouragement. The Hawaii fell behind and could not mount a comeback in set 2. It's a race to 3 sets now. And the Beach have the serve.
Ben Braun serves to open up set 3. Floater overhead pass from Sakanoko over the net to a joust. It's kept up off the tape. Sakanoko swinging. Overhead dig from Gayak, and it falls on the floor. Long Beach State with a miscommunication as no one goes to get the second touch, and it's 1-0 Bows.
It bounced out of Jake Pisanti's airspace, and Skylar Varga and Ben Braun both backed up to swing. One of those guys has to step in to set the ball. Not the first point the Beach would have wanted to give up here in set 3.
Long Beach State looking to get back to playing with the confidence of a team that's won 11 straight. As it looks like we're going to get a challenge from Long Beach State. They're 1 for 1 on challenges tonight. They're asking for a touch. I think that's got to be a touch of the net.
Has to be, perhaps on the jousts earlier in that rally that Jackson Christ tried to put down on one. Fred Rosenthal coming over to the chair to get some clarification as well. Perhaps Nick McRae wanting to reset the energy of his team here as well.
Both teams with all 3 challenges left to use. Hawaii 2 for 2, Long Beach 1 for 1. JayDe, there was a lot of expectation heading into this match, as there has been for all 4 times now that these two teams have played this year. It's about as evenly matched as these two teams could get on paper. 2 heavyweights, and without UCLA in the picture, both these teams entering this weekend thinking this is their national title to take.
And it was really interesting to see when UCLA got knocked out by UC Irvine right here at Pauley Pavilion, the reverberations around the pyramid and the Stan Sheriff Center. The energy really shifted for both fan bases, thinking, hey, this is our year to go take that national championship. UCLA, the best team in the country all season long, losing just 1 game before that regional final 5-set loss to UC Irvine. Really interesting to see how Hawaii and Long Beach State over the past week have managed those high expectations from their fan bases and those high expectations they have of themselves. Long Beach State, of course, playing with the end in mind. Nick McRae will tell you it's nothing new to be here at the Final Four, while Charlie Wade has said time and time again, when asked by the press and by the media, is Hawaii ready for this moment? His answer, an unequivocal yes. Does not matter who Hawaii's facing on the other side of the net. They're going to play their best brand of volleyball and hope that it leads them to the national championship game.
And it's Charlie Wade's side that wins the first point of set 3. Unsuccessful challenge for Long Beach State as they're down to 2 challenges left. Louis Sakanoko will serve with the Bows up 1-0. All tied 1 set apiece at the beginning of set 3. Sakanoko hits into the net, and now we're tied 1-1. Long Beach State still trying to get back to 200. Their hitting percentage tonight, 191. Jake Pisanti back to serve with 17 assists so far. He floats it over. Overhead pass from Sakanoko. Rosenthal, D-ball to Treesky. Block, touch, and out of bounds. Christian Tetrisky gives Hawaii the lead back.
He's got 6 kills now, and Tetrisky missed the postseason last year. He was not able to play in the Big West Championship tournament in the final against Long Beach State, or in the match that Hawaii went on to lose against UCLA. Said there are a few butterflies in his stomach this season about finally getting to appear in the postseason, and it's more excitement than nerve for Tetrisky. He has certainly looked calm, cool, and composed here in the Final Four.
Justin Todd serving for the Rainbow Warriors. Hits across Larson. High pass as he went down. Pisanti goes outside for Gayak. He's roofed! Travell Jordan and Fred Rosenthal. Shoulder-to-shoulder rejection.
7th block of the night for Hawaii, and Gayak tries to hit a fadeaway. No daylight above the net. Those are the 2 tallest men on the floor.
Justin Todd back again. Redshirt sophomore, started his career at outside hitter before moving to middle blocker. Hits across, pass from Larson. Pisanti, D-ball, goes to Varga on the right side, and it's in. Skylar Varga cuts the lead down to 1.
And there's a monster mash from the man from Saskatchewan. The blockers don't meet Skylar Varga. That's a recipe for disaster.
There's been a lot of errors tonight for Long Beach State in the attack and the serve. Varga has been good. Only 1 attacking error and 8 kills. Floats the serve across. Sakanoko, pass up to Rosenthal. Throws a back set over to War from the middle. Touch, and it's dug out by Larson. But then the whistle blows. They're going to call a block violation against Jackson Christ.
Jackson Christ in a bit of disbelief, and Long Beach down to 2 challenges.
They're going to let it play on.
Looks like Nick McRae just pushed his freshman back onto the floor and said, win this next point, we'll be okay. 3 pattern now across the back row for Long Beach State. Facing down Fred Rosenthal.
4-2 Hawaii. Rosenthal tips the tape, pass by Larson. Pisanti ranges underneath, goes left side for Hillis, popped up by the block, and then a whistle blows, and it's a point for Long Beach State. Dane Hillis has the kill off a blocking violation against Hawaii.
Just 5 kills in Dane Hillis' career, none this season, as he's been left in rotation 4. So he's attacking from the left side right now. Undersized, sure, but it's heart over height every time for Dane Hillis.
He injected some energy and helped lead Long Beach State to that 5th set win in the Big West Championship. Jackson Christ roll serve kept up by Greenwich. Rosenthal over to the left side. Tatrisky swings line off a block touch. It's pancaked by Pizzanti. Hillis roll shot dug out by Sakanoko. Rosenthal D-ball over to War on the right side. He's got the kill. Line drive dig from Varga goes into the scorer's table, and it's 5-3 Hawaii.
Adrian Rohr, 6 kills now and 11 swings, just 2 errors, putting it into a long rally. The Beach starting to get more block touches though. Starting to extend some of these rallies that Hawaii was putting down on 1, maybe 2 swings across the first 2 sets.
Adrian War back to serve. 5 serving 3. Pass from Skylar Varga. Pizzanti over to the outside for Hillis. Goes cross court, but he got the kill.
Hey now.
He caught the line just barely. Dane Hillis with a precision shot. I'll tell you what, that was so close. I thought it missed at first. But Dane Hillis just did catch the white. No challenge coming. Long Beach trailing by 1. Wojciech Gajek roll serve kept up by Greenwich. Rosenthal D-ball to Tatrisky right side. Dig out of bounds and into the crowd. It's another kill for Tatrisky as he's up to 9.
Dane Hillis right now in rotation 5. He's one of the blockers at the net who will be looking to disrupt this Hawaii attack. Long Beach State need a side out now. Tre'Vell Jordan will keep his service turn, and the Beach will put 4 across the back row.
6 serving 4. Floater from Jordan, overhead pass from Varga. Pizzanti goes to Braun in the middle, and he airmailed it. Pizzanti wants a touch, but that's not the ruling. Doesn't look like a challenge is coming from Long Beach State.
And that 4 pattern across the back row, from left to right, Hillis, Varga, Larson, and Gajek.
7-4 Bows. Jordan floats it to Varga again. Pizzanti, D-ball, goes to Gajek. Block from Sakanoko and down! Louis with a solo roof. And it's a 3-0 scoring run for Hawaii.
And the Manoa Roofing Company is putting in overtime here in the Final Four. Louis Sakanoko picking up a shift. One-on-one against Gajek. Gets his arms as wide as they possibly can. And that textbook blocking. Locking down the right side from Louis Sakanoko.
Long Beach going to have to adjust to prevent this set from getting away from him. Jordan float serve, Hillis pass this time. Pizzanti goes D-ball to Gajek again, and it's in. Wojciech using his full extension to find the left side line, and the Beach are within 3.
Wojciech Gajek, there really isn't another man in collegiate volleyball who hits like him. Just looks like a rubber band being pulled back and then snapping forward.
We mentioned earlier, Louis Sakanoko came down and was holding his ankle a bit, now shaking out his right hand and wrist. Dane Hillis back to serve, 5 serving 8, and Hillis just missed the back line. It's the 10th service error for the Beach.
Dane Hillis will have completed 1 full rotation now on the next serve. Looks like he's going to be the man to be playing in all 6 rotations here in set 3. He hasn't done that all season long.
Christian Tatrisky serve for Hawaii. Hillis pass up over the net. Sakanoko pass. Rosenthal back to Louis. Roll shot back across. Greenwich up to Rosenthal. D-ball to Tatrisky on the right side has the kill. Tread Rosenthal showing why he was named Big West Player of the Year. And Long Beach State is calling timeout.
Rosenthal fakes the swing, gets it to the outside, and the Bulgarian bomber is there. Hawaii has snatched the momentum right back here in set 3. It's looking a lot more like set 1. That's good for the men in green.
In dangerous territory for Long Beach State. Hawaii ahead 10-5 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State trying to bounce back out of the timeout. Hawaii with a 10-5 lead in set 3.
And the offense is coming from everywhere for the Rainbow Warriors. The crowd energized during the timeout, hoping that Tristan Tatrisky can mount a service run now to blow this third set wide open.
Hawaii hitting even 400 on the night. Tatrisky serve, pass by Braun. Set all the way to the outside for Varga. He hits line and gets it down. Varga elevates over a couple blockers and finds the corner. It's 10-6.
There's a roly-poly to area 2, and I can probably count on one hand, Bruce, how many times Ben Braun has had to reserve a sieve this season. Makes the most of it. Beach needed that side out.
Ben Braun floater passed by War. Rosenthal outside for Sakanoko. Popped up, and Varga has the dig. Pisanti, D-ball, Gajek off the blockers and out. Wojciech with his 8th kill, and the Beach have won back-to-back points.
Wojciech Guy continues to dance around dead even. 8 kills, as you mentioned, but 7 attacking errors to go along with it. He's all smiles in the front row. The Beach need him to dial in here in set 3.
Ben Braun looking for a run. Overhead pass from War. Set to the middle. Todd gets blocked. War keeps it alive. D-ball to Tatrisky on the right side. Roll shot dug out by Pisanti. Hillis steps in. Sets outside for Varga. 3 blockers there. Dig goes back over the net. Christ up to Pisanti. Now to Varga on the left side again. Off the block and out. The Beach respond with a 3-point scoring run out of the timeout, and they're within 2.
Skylar Varga wiping a little bit of dirt off his shoulder, holding his chin high as he walks away from that point. Offered twice, and he provided.
Sakanoko on the left side, blocked. War keeps it alive. Now Rosenthal swings, dug out by Braun. Pisanti sets Varga on the left side, falling out, and he missed the line, but there's a touch! Skylar Varga up to 11 kills. And with the Beach on a 4-0 scoring run, Charlie Wade calls timeout.
Charlie Wade can't believe it. That was Hawaii's rally to lose. And over on the Beach bench, Brendan Marcourt, midpoint, says bring it on. What more do you got for us? The Beach respond. Exactly what the defending national champions were looking for. And that back row defense finally coming to life, backed up by the block. A whole new ball game here in set 3.
Long Beach State with this run now hitting 357 in set 3. And this attack just hasn't looked close to its full strength all night long. We're still only at 233. What do you think the biggest change has been for Hawaii to shut down this Long Beach State attack?
It looks like Hawaii's reading the middle a lot better than they did in the Big West Championship game. It's taken Jackson Christ and Ben Braun really out of the attack. Jake Pisanti has had to be a lot more selective with what he's doing and how he's setting up that middle attack. You've seen him turn to Skylar Varga, Wojciech Gajek a lot, and if Wojciech Gajek isn't able to produce, it really becomes a one-dimensional offense through Skylar Varga. If Hawaii can start to telegraph some of these sets and get a good read on Jake Pisanti, that's hours in the film room, that's hours in practice this week. It becomes that much more difficult for Long Beach State to run an efficient offense. See Nick McRae start to make changes. Dane Hill is playing a full 6 rotations. Long Beach State needs to make sure their middles can continue to stay involved here in set 3. Jake Pisanti can't afford to get too pin heavy. The Hawaii block will make him pay. Only question is when.
Wojciech Gajek still only hitting 053, 8 kills and 7 attacking errors out of the 15 for Long Beach State as a team.
And coming out of that timeout, Jake Pisanti in the ear of Jackson Christ, just having that communication with his middle, knowing that a set will come to him eventually. Jake Pisanti just has to get the right look, has to get a good pass out of serve receive to make it happen.
9 serving 10, 4 straight points for the Beach. War pass, Rosenthal, D-ball for Tatrisky. He hits line, missed it, and there's no touch. Long Beach State has won 5 straight points to tie it up at 10.
Justin Todd has his head in his hands. He can't believe the Beach have won 5 straight.
Braun to keep the run alive. Greenwich up to Rosenthal. Sets outside for Sakanoko. Hits line, and he ends the run. Wojciech Gajek can't dig it out and keep it in play. Louis Sakanoko gets Hawaii back ahead.
And even still, Wojciech Gajek in the right spot. Just a crooked platform puts an end to the run. Ben Braun, having done his job, is replaced by Kellen Larson in rotation 1. That's all the Beach were looking for in that first and second set. Just balls to get across the net, giving themselves a chance to make the plays.
Now Louis Sakanoko back to serve. 11-10 Hawaii in set 3, tied 1 set apiece. Sakanoko serves into the net. We're tied again at 11 in the final 4. UC Irvine has already punched their ticket to the national championship game on Monday. The winner of this game will play the Anteaters for the crown.
These are two teams that won every single matchup against UC Irvine during the regular and postseason.
Jake Pizzanti serving now for the Beach. He floats it over. Overhead pass from Sakanoko. Set to Todd in the middle. He's roofed! Jackson Christ! His third block of the night. And Long Beach has fought all the way back into the lead.
6 of the last 7 points for Long Beach State, and then there's Jackson Christ finally getting a read on a middle attack. Freshman showing some grown man strength above the net.
Here goes Jake Pizzanti again. Greenwich pass. Rosenthal moving across the net. Back set to Todd.
Whoa.
And he dunks it down. That is a filthy set from Tread Rosenthal to his middle.
And an even better route from Justin Todd just to stay home inside the 10-foot line. Let Rosenthal run right through him and then apply a soft touch kill.
Sub in service as Justin Todd heads off. Finn Kearney back in. Service specialist and left-handed swinging opposite. Kearney across, Larson pass, Pizzanti. D-ball goes to Varga on the right side. Hits line and gets it down. Went right at Finn Kearney off the bench. And now the sophomore will have to head right back off after the Varga kill.
You look at the offensive distribution we were just talking about. That's Skylar Varga's 19th swing. Both him and Wojciech Gajek are sitting on 19. Nobody else on this Beach offense has more than 10 swings tonight. Something to keep an eye on as we move through set 3. Who Jake Pizzanti turns to.
13 serving 12. Varga tried to dial up the speed and went right into the twine. It's 13 all.
You see Donan Cruz on the sideline right now, clapping up his Rainbow Warriors saying, just get to 15.
Tread Rosenthal serves next. Hits across, pass from Varga. Pizzanti, D-ball, Gajek on the right side. Off the block, it's overhead, dug out by Sakanoko. D-ball, Tatrisky right side. Popped up by Christ. Larson has the dig. Pizzanti over to the left side. Hillis tools the block! Zane Hillis up above the net for his third kill.
That's not just any block. That's Tristan Tatrisky. One of the biggest, baddest Bulgarian blockers you'll find. Dane Hillis goes right underneath. Low man always wins. Beach up by 1.
6'3". Who? Dane Hillis with another big play. And Jackson Chris is back to serve into the net. Oh, and Tread Rosenthal went sliding, thinking it was going over, and he gets up slowly, limping on his left leg.
That didn't look good from Tread Rosenthal, and he was sprinting to get back into the front row, anticipating a pass. His right ankle just kind of gave out on him, and he rolled all the way over.
It's his left groin that he's holding. As he slid, it looked like he might have did a full split.
Just a very painful sequence there for Tread Rosenthal, losing his feet. AVCA National Player of the Year finalist. He's had an incredible season. Still standing up on the floor right now, getting attended to. Might have just gotten lost in the lights a little bit. Rosenthal with Southern California roots actually got to train at Miracosta High School, his alma mater this week. His family hosting the Rainbow Warriors as they prepare for the Final Four. And he'll get a big ovation as he's going to stay on the floor here in rotation 2.
14-14 as he's still holding at that left groin a little bit. Something to watch for the Big West Player of the Year. Adrian War back to serve for Hawaii. Puts it over, pass from Larson. Pizzanti sets outside, goes over for Hillis. Dig back across the net. Bloom tries to dunk it down, but it's dug out. Greenwich bump set over to Tatrisky. Roll shot touched. Varga pushes it up. They're going to blow it dead, though, and the point goes to Hawaii. I think they're going to call a lift against Varga.
Varga just trying to scoop it in the back row. Didn't have his platform together. He's going to ask for some moisture to be wiped up. Beach front row, and that block defense above the net has been so much more impactful here in set 3. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but the amount of block touches Long Beach State is acquiring here is just forcing Hawaii and Tread Rosenthal to think twice about where they're swinging. Have not seen a ball go straight down for the Rainbow Warriors in quite some time.
15-14 Hawaii. Adrian War serving again with the long black sleeves. Tips the tape. Larson pass up to Pizzanti. He sets up Gajek. He steps into the middle. Gets blocked. Hillis keeps it up. Pizzanti goes to Hillis now on the left side. Rolled over 3 blockers. Rosenthal touch up above the net. Sakanoko pushes it over. Gajek. Pizzanti goes to Braun in the middle. He's got the kill. Ben Braun with his second. And Jake Pizzanti continuing to turn to Dane Hillis on the left side.
Long Beach winning the transition game mostly because Dane Hillis just continues to make plays. Even when he's not able to swing, fully into a block. He's recycling. He's giving his team a chance to win the rally. That's the savviness of the senior.
Those boos mean Wojciech Gajek is serving. He airmails it out of bounds. That puts Hawaii back ahead 16-15. Sub coming in service, Kainoa Wade, the son of Charlie, enters to serve.
Kainoa Wade replaced Detriski at the opposite position for most of this season while the Bulgarian was out with injury. Charlie Wade, happy that his son could have stepped into big moments like this.
Varga pass back over the net. Rosenthal, Moore swings on the second touch, popped up by Braun. Pisanti goes to Varga, pushed over with the left hand. Dig from Rosenthal as he's a little gimpy. Set to the left side. Sakanoko has the kill. Hawaii getting it done, even as Tread Rosenthal has not been as constantly involved these last few points. 17-15 Hawaii, and Nick McRae is calling timeout.
And Tread Rosenthal is going to limp back to the Hawaii huddle. The more he has to run in that front row, the more the groin and the ankle seem to be bothering him. Long Beach State will look to take advantage here as Hawaii are up by 2, knocking on the door of the red zone.
Rosenthal definitely does not look like he's at full strength. We'll see if that groin continues to pull at him through this match. For now, it's 17-15 Hawaii in set 3, all tied 1 set apiece, and the Bows will try and take the advantage into set 4 on 22 West Radio. Hawaii ahead by 2 and 8 points away from a set 3 win, 17-15 Hawaii.
Kainoa Wade staring down his second serve. Charlie Wade said after his son's debut last year against Harvard, "I've traveled all over the planet to recruit people. And for this one, I didn't have to leave the driveway." Kainoa Wade, no stranger to the bright lights.
Wade serves over for an ace. Dane Hillis dove to his left and couldn't get it up. The 28th ace of the season for Kainoa Wade.
And after being replaced by Detriski at the opposite position, Wade has made his living as a service specialist. Born and raised on the island of Oahu, he's fired up after a big-time service ace that gives Hawaii a 3-point cushion.
It's a 3-0 scoring run for the Rainbow Warriors. Wade will try and continue the service run. Hits across, Varga dives in to keep it up. Pisanti to Hillis on the left side. He's roofed! Justin Todd! Block number 9 of the night for Hawaii.
Jumping up shoulder to shoulder with Tristan Detriski.
And now Long Beach State will go back to Connor Bloom in the front row. Dane Hillis heads off. That was the first time that it definitely showed with the height disadvantage for the Long Beach State outside.
It's the first time Dane Hillis really tried to swing through a double block. No daylight above the net, as there's a huge height disadvantage, and Connor Bloom just offers a bit more physicality. It's a senior replacing the senior. And Connor Bloom, also a floor captain for Nick McRae this season. Staying warm on the bench while he was not active, on the elliptical, on the bike. Enters in immediately into serve receive. Reaching to get Kainoa Wade off this service line.
4 straight points for Hawaii, 19 serving 15. Wade serves right at Bloom. Errant pass. Pisanti out of bounds. Bump set. Goes for Gajek. Wants to just free ball it over. Pass from Detriski. Set down the pipe for War, but he missed the line. No touch, and War attacks out of bounds. Long Beach back within 3, and Kainoa Wade has his service run broken.
Kainoa Wade, having done more than what was asked of him, coming off the bench, something he wasn't able to do in the Big West Championship game. That stacked points one after another. Exits with a big smile on his face. The Bows up by 3.
16 serving 19. Connor Bloom back there into the net. 14th service error for Long Beach State, and Hawaii is the first to the red zone in set 3.
Connor Bloom coming in cold, had an errant pass and serve receive. Now the serve into the tape. Looking to find his rhythm again. He needs to find it fast.
Kristen Tatrisky hits across, pass from Larson, miraculous to keep it alive for now, but Varga leaning over the scorer's table, can't keep it alive. It's an ace for Christian Tatrisky, and Hawaii extends their lead to 5.
Chad Rosenthal still a little gimpy. Now it's Jake Pizzanti coming up a little worse for wear after chasing that second touch into the scorer's table. Tatrisky starting to dominate behind the service line.
21 serving 16. Tatrisky across, pass from Larson. Pizzanti sets up Varga on the left side. Cross court, one-handed dig from Greenwich up above the net. Pizzanti has the dig. Larson sets up Gayak on the right side. Who's roofed? Louis Sakanoko and Justin Todd. Hawaii's up by 6.
Louis Sakanoko has had a few highlight plays tonight defensively.
It was 15-15, and now it's 22-16.
Talk about a run from the Rainbow Warriors.
Tatrisky serves into the net, but a 5-point advantage for Hawaii, and Long Beach will need a run to try and cut it down.
And throughout this match, there have been different men for Hawaii stepping up. Louis Sakanoko, the latest to make a play. Tread Rosenthal, Justin Todd, Tatrisky have all had their moments tonight.
Floater from Braun, overhead pass. Sakanoko gets the set right back. Roller dug out by Bloom. Pizzanti over to Varga at the outside. Tipped over and down. Skylar Varga with a soft knuckleball over 2 blockers and into the floor.
Charlie Wade asking for the moisture to be wiped up and motioning over to Louis Sakanoko. Just give me one. Just one swing is all Charlie Wade is asking for. Louis Sakanoko in his freshman season was described as super terminal by Charlie Wade. As long as he's swinging, somebody's going to score. The Frenchman's maturity is what has allowed him to be so successful this season. Look for him to get this next set.
Braun floater, Sakanoko pass. Set back to him on the left side. He puts it down. Louis delivers and gets a thumbs up from Charlie Wade. They halt the possibility of a Ben Braun run. And now Louis goes back to serve with the Bows up 23-18.
Charlie Wade is still in his ear, talking to the Frenchman. From the kill, back to the service box.
2-point lead for Hawaii. Sakanoko serve across and out of bounds. Tried to throw a slider to the left side line and went a little strong.
Set far from over. Long Beach State just need a service run.
19 serving 23. Jake Pizzanti taking it for the Beach. 29 assists tonight for the redshirt freshman. Pizzanti serves across. Greenwich pass underneath Rosenthal. Bump set goes for War on the left side. Block by the Beach, kept up by Tatrisky. He's fallen into Sakanoko. Bump up to the net. Rosenthal swing. Dig from Pizzanti. Bump set goes towards Gayak. Blocked. Chris keeps it up. Set from Bloom. Varga on the left side. Tipped over 3 blockers. Sakanoko slides in for the dig. Rosenthal for War on the left side. Off the block and out of bounds. Adrian War tools the block and ends a furious scramble. It's set point number 1 for the Bows.
And Hawaii fight tooth and nail to avoid the side out. It has been a battle all night long.
It looks like Louis Sakanoko might have a cramp in his left calf. Play going on as he's trying to stretch. Justin Todd serves for Hawaii. Pass from Larson high in the air. Pizzanti goes over to the left side. Gayak gets blocked. Larson keeps it up. Pizzanti now to Chris. Swing and down. Jackson Christ keeps the Beach alive. And now they'll need a run. 24-20 Hawaii, and the Beach sends Skylar Varga behind the line.
Louis Sakanoko's fighting a cramp in his left leg right now. We're stretching it out on Tatrisky, as you mentioned, Bruce, before that last point. Just trying to breathe through it. Trying to harness the energy of this crowd. The Rainbow Warriors have their second set point.
3 service errors tonight and 1 ace for Skylar Varga. He serves over, pass from War. Sakanoko from beyond the back line. Bump set back towards Tatrisky. He has to free ball it over. Larson up to Pizzanti. Sets up Gayak and puts it right down. Wojciech Gajek with his 9th kill. Christian Tatriski telling his guys to settle down. Still a 3-point advantage for Hawaii.
There goes the Polish pogo stick, bouncing one inside the 10-foot line.
Skylar Varga holds the ball on his left hip, serves across and out of bounds. Hawaii wins set 3, 25-21. And now it's the Bows 1-set victory away from an appearance in the national championship game.
And after that performance in set 3, it's no less than they deserve. The Beach once again looking for a counterpunch after Hawaii set the tone and refused to turn back. A huge run in the middle of that set proves to be the difference. Now Long Beach State are playing for their season in set 4.
You're listening to Long Beach State Men's Volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. And now the Beach have their backs against the wall in their pursuit of back-to-back national champions. They'll need back-to-back set victories. But once again, this is the position Long Beach State found themselves in the Big West Championship game against Hawaii. They fought off 5 straight match points for the Bows in set 4. Won that one before taking set 5, 15-11. Long Beach State will need another miraculous comeback to try and advance to the national championship game.
Long Beach State hoping lightning will strike twice. The only question is, can they capture that early set momentum and hold on and force a 5th here in the Final 4?
Hawaii will try and close it out in 4 up next on 22 West Radio. Set 4 getting underway as Long Beach State is playing for their season. Hawaii ahead 2-1 and looking to close it out over the defending national champions. This has been a back and forth match. Hawaii hitting 329, Long Beach down at 234. And ultimately the Bows outlasted Long Beach State in that third set. They were tied 15-15 at one point, but the Bows took it 25-21. Now 1-set victory away from an appearance in the national championship game on Monday and a date with UC Irvine. Long Beach will come out and try and do the same thing they did in the Big West Championship game when they had their backs against the wall there. 1-set for 30-28. They'll need a similar result to outlast the Bows and send this to 5. It's Hawaii with the first serve to open up set 4. Tread Rosenthal, the Big West Player of the Year, back behind the line. He serves over for an ace. Dane Hillis back in there, and he can't handle the heat. 1-0 Bows to start set 4.
Tread Rosenthal going seams right on Dane Hillis and Kellen Larson in the back row. Just the start the Rainbow Warriors wanted.
Rosenthal ready to go again. Serves across. Varga receives this one. Pisanti to Christ in the middle. Dug out by Rosenthal. Greenwich bump set. Goes over to Tatriski. Block out of bounds. Back-to-back points for the Bows. Open up set 4.
There's 11 kills on the night now for Tristan Tatriski. He has looked so consistent all night long.
Tread Rosenthal. We're going to get a real run going to open set 4. Pass from Dane Hillis. Pisanti underneath. Sets Varga at the outside, and it's out of bounds. No touch. Skylar Varga thinks there was one. And it looks like a challenge will be issued by Nick McRae.
Skylar Varga pointing through the net saying to Adrian Rohr, I know you touched that ball.
Long Beach with 2 challenges remaining, and they're going to use one here and hope to get it back. This is the season for Long Beach State here in set 4, trying to keep themselves alive and send it to 5.
Long Beach State just need to find a way to stop the Rainbow Warriors. Tread Rosenthal doubled over in the huddle right now. Wonder how much that groin pain is still affecting him after an awkward tumble in set 3. Long Beach State needs something. They need a spark. It's been Dane Hillis getting a lot of run time here in the Final Four, more run time than he's had really at any point this season at all 6 rotations. And Nick McRae right now has to be going through the Rolodex of changes, of rotations, of things he can throw at this Rainbow Warriors team to save Long Beach State's season.
Review ongoing here. Long Beach State hoping for an overturn. If they can get a successful challenge, it would be 2-1 Hawaii, but the scoreboard currently shows 3-0 Bows.
Charlie Wade hoping to set up a return for the Rainbow Warriors, the NCAA championship for the first time since 2022.
And it's an unsuccessful challenge for Nick McRae. The Beach down to just one more challenge, and it's 3-0 Hawaii. That's a big call there.
And Charlie Wade, ever stoic on the sidelines, just watches on in quiet reflection.
The Beach playing from behind in set 4, 3-0 Bows. Tread Rosenthal serves across. Larson receive. Pisanti underneath. Sets to Chris in the middle. And Jackson Chris brings the hammer down to get the Beach on the board in set 4.
It's a classic Chris no-looker in the middle. The Long Beach kid, second generation Long Beach State men's volleyball player. Looking to find his feet, be more impactful here in set 4 than he has been all night long.
Jake Pisanti back to serve. 3-1 Hawaii in set 4. Pisanti dribbles in front of him. 32 assists tonight for the redshirt freshman. Pisanti floats it over, pass from Sakanoko over the net, and Wojciech Gajek puts it right back down. 10th kill of the night for Gajek, and that was the highlight of them all.
It's passed right to him. Wojciech Gajek with the easiest swing he'll have all night long.
Jake Pisanti trying to tie it up, serves into the net. 16th service error for Long Beach State, makes the Bows lead 4-2.
Nick McRae with a few words to the men on his bench. Probably saying, if you're in the game, you got to get it over the net. Give us a chance.
Adrian Rohr serving for the Bows. Passed by Larson. Pisanti sets up Varga on the right side. Tipped over. Greenwich slides in for the dig. Set goes to Tatriski. Tries to tool the block. It's still up on the Hawaii side. Sakanoko sent over to Tatriski. Roll shot dug out by Larson. Pisanti over to Gajek on the left side. Off the block and out. Wojciech Gajek up to 11.
He goes right through Justin Todd on that swing. The Beach block just to set up that attack. Does an excellent job pulling the chair on the Rainbow Warriors. Some of that intelligence in the front row paying dividends as Nick McRae makes a change.
Connor Bloom into the front row. Skylar Varga back to serve. 3 serving 4. Varga roll serve. Sakanoko passes over near the antenna. Set goes back to Louis. He gets blocked, and it's in. Jackson Christ with the roof, and it's 4-4.
Tread Rosenthal made the most of that first ball contact, and he is really struggling just getting back inside the 10-foot line right now. About a 20-foot sprint for Tread Rosenthal over to the left pin, and did not set up Louis Sakanoko for much success.
Rosenthal's walking very gingerly. That left groin looks like it's bothering him.
You have to imagine Rosenthal's telling his guys, we have to finish this in 4.
4-all. Skylar Varga serves across, pass from Moore. Rosenthal sets left side. Sakanoko right down. And some eyes through the net. 5-4 Bows.
Welcome to the bounce house, Louis Sakanoko. Just to note, that set from Tread Rosenthal didn't even get on his tiptoes. He's counting on every pass to be right to him right now. Hawaii setter not at full mobility.
Justin Todd serving for Hawaii. Pass from Bloom is a little offline. Varga steps into set. Goes back to Bloom on the left side. Block kept up by Larson. Pisanti back to Bloom. Tipped over 2 blockers. And the net was caught by Hawaii. It's a net against Travell Jordan. And the Beach have tied it up again at 5.
And Travell Jordan not really knowing where Tread Rosenthal was right next to him. Kind of came down, flailing his arms a little bit because Rosenthal really wasn't able to jump.
Jackson Christ heads back for Long Beach State. Looking for his first ace tonight. 4 of them as a team for the Beach. Christ serves over, and it's an ace! Right on cue! The freshman delivers, and the Beach leads 6-5.
Jackson Christ was gritting his teeth as that ball went across the net. The toss was behind him, and just taking it a little off the swing results in an ace for Jackson Christ. Now the deep breath. Now the tongue can waggle. Big weight off of Jackson Christ's shoulders.
Now he goes full strength, and he's got another one! Back-to-back aces for Jackson Christ. The same way he sent the match to 5 in the Big West Championship. This time he puts the Beach up by 2.
Deja vu in the best way for Jackson Christ. And Louis Sakanoko with a bit of gamesmanship untied his shoe. Now he's retying it. If you can't pass the serve, you might as well try to slow down Jackson Christ, who has some words from the end line. Former Milliken and Sage Hill high school graduate, following in his father Jeff's footsteps into this Long Beach State program, and consistently coming up with big serves in the postseason.
7-5 Beach. Tongue is out. Chris dug out this time by Greenwich. Set goes over to the right side for Tatrisky. 3 blockers there. Blocked, kept up by Greenwich. Set outside now for Sakanoko. Roller popped up, and Pisanti has the dig. Now Varga tried to deke and set to the right side, but it's put right back down by Louis Sakanoko. Skylar Varga went for a super play there. Instead, the set was over the net, and Sakanoko puts it down.
Skylar Varga shaking his head. Might have got a little bit too caught up in the frenzy of Jackson Christ's service aces. Went for a play that would have blown the roof off of this place. And
that's one of those that if it worked, it would have been magnificent. And because it doesn't, or because it didn't, Skylar Varga is wishing he went more traditional.
Skylar Varga stole his time again. He knows he has buttery hands. He'll want that play back.
Tatrisky serve now. Pass from Larson. Pisanti right at the net. Sets to Braun, who puts it right down to some oohs and ahs. Sharp angle into the floor for the 6'11 middle.
And it's Big Ben, for whom the bell tolls. That'll get the Beach faithful on their feet. Middle blocker finally able to bounce one with nobody up to meet him at the net.
8-6 Long Beach State, and Wojciech Gajek back to serve. Wojciech tips the tape. Greenwich pops it up to Rosenthal. Set outside for Sakanoko. Dig from Gajek. Bump set Larson. Left side, Bloom off the block. Greenwich has the dig. Rosenthal dunk is down. Tread Rosenthal says, I'm feeling fine, and hooks it over with the left hand.
Look, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar action at the net from Tread Rosenthal, and it's a rim rocker that lands just inside the 10-foot line.
Now Louis back to serve. Sakanoko with 10 kills tonight, but he puts it into the net. Hasn't had his rhythm in service, and the Beach are back up by 2. Connor Bloom heading back next for Long Beach State. 2 service errors tonight for Bloom. Serve across and received by Sakanoko. Rosenthal outside for War. Blocked just out of bounds. Beach narrowly miss a roof. Instead, the Bows cut the lead to 1. Travell Jordan looking to tie it up for Hawaii. A back and forth set 4. Jordan floats it over. Overhead pass from Bloom. Pazanti left side goes to Varga. He's roofed! Tried to push it through. It's Rosenthal and Todd who send it back.
Talk about pushing through. Tread Rosenthal is just riding out his adrenaline right now in set 4. Barely got off the ground to apply that block. Going through his paces now in the front row.
Pazanti bump set now goes for Varga. Has to hit from beyond the 10-foot line. Easy dig for Sakanoko. D-ball to Treesky. Cross court, out of bounds. No touch for Long Beach State. And that's the 6th attacking error tonight for Christian Tetrisky.
And since reaching his 11th kill, Tetrisky with a few attacking errors. The Bulgarian bomber shaking his head right now in the back row, wondering what's going wrong for him.
Ben Braun floater, pass from Sakanoko. Set outside for Ward. Tipped across. And out of bounds. Just missed the line. And the Beach lead is back to 2.
And Adrian Rohr can't believe he missed that shot. Knew he was going to tip it over the double block all the way. Just pushed it too far beyond the sideline. 2 really uncharacteristic errors for 2 of the Rainbow Warriors' best outside hitters.
11 serving 9. Pass from Greenwich this time. Rosenthal in the middle for Todd. Return to sender. Into his face and then the floor. Jackson Christ. His 4th block of the night.
We talked a little bit about telegraphing sets in set 2. That was about as telegraphed as you'll find it from Tread Rosenthal. Everyone knew that one was going to the middle.
Floater from Braun. Rosenthal outside for War. Tip and Braun has the dig. Bloom steps into set. Goes to Varga on the left side. 3 blockers there. Popped up in the air. Greenwich pass up to Rosenthal. Sets outside for War. 3 blockers there. Tip and Gayak has the dig. Pazanti now sets to Varga. High ball on the left side. Block. Pazanti keeps it up. They're touched a couple times, but it's not getting back over. A roof for Hawaii. Cuts the lead to 2.
Right now it feels like the Rainbow Warriors are on the ropes. Long Beach State throwing punch after punch after punch. Hawaii just sticking with it for as long as they possibly can. Nick McRae's loving the effort of his men too. Big applause on the sidelines after that rally. It doesn't go the Beach's way, but they're still getting those crucial second, third touches on every swing.
10 serving 12 in set 4. The Beach trying to force a 5th set. Rosenthal serve, pass from Larson. Pazanti right above the net, sets to Chris, who punches it out of bounds. No touch from Justin Todd. The attacking error from Chris cuts the lead to 1. And now Wojciech Gajek will respond with a shoelace incident of his own. We saw earlier in this set when Louis Sakanoko hit the deck to tie his shoes over on the bench. Braden Marquardt, the middle blocker for the Beach, was given a thumbs up towards Hawaii's bench as if to say, okay, we're going to play that way.
And Wojciech's going for the double shoe tie here. Untied his right, then untied his left. Now he's ready to go.
Subtle.
Long Beach is trying to make Tread Rosenthal think a little bit more about this serve. You can tell he's still in pain.
The Bows down by 1. Rosenthal's serve
What's the call?
Is out of bounds. Hesitation on the call. Will go down as a service error and no challenge coming from the Bows.
Neither of the line judges on the Long Beach side of the floor made a motion with their flags. That call came from the chair.
13 serving 11. Jake Pazanti hits across. War overhead pass. Rosenthal sets Todd in the middle. Brings it right down with a roar through the netting. Justin Todd up to 4 kills.
Justin Todd making some eye contact with Jackson Chris, screaming at the freshman, and Chris responds saying, get a load of this guy. Intensity starting to boil over here in set 4.
These two teams do not like each other. Adrian War serves into the net, and the Beach lead is back to 2. They're trading blows here in set 4. It's going back and forth with the Beach narrowly holding on to this lead. Now Skylar Varga heads back behind the line, looking to string a couple together. Varga across, pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal up above the net, sets to nobody. Free ball from Sakanoko, keeps it alive. Varga up to Pazanti. To Christ, put right down. The Beach take advantage of the free ball, and a Jackson Christ kill sends us to the media timeout.
After a big screen from Justin Todd, Jackson Christ keeps the lips zipped as he turns back to the huddle, and that's a big-time kill from the middle. Long Beach State up by 3, in control, 10 points away from forcing a 5th.
They'll try and get it there up next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State ahead 15-12 in set 4. Looking to force a winner-take-all set number 5. It's the final 4 here in Pauley Pavilion between Long Beach State and Hawaii. 4th matchup between these two teams this year, and this is the biggest one. Skylar Vargas serves out of the timeout. War pass up to Rosenthal. Outside, Sakanoko, power angle, out of bounds without a touch. Louis too strong, and the Beach lead is 4. Skylar Varga back behind the line again. Serves across, pass for Moore. Rosenthal, D-ball to Treesky, open space to swing, and he's got the kill. Bloom tried to get over there but was late, popped it up out of bounds. It's 16-13, Long Beach State.
For the first time tonight, we're going to see a double sub from Charlie Wade. Travell Jordan replacing Justin Todd in the front row. And Finn Kearney coming in to serve.
Kearney across, tip to tape. Varga to Pizzanti, over to the left side for Bloom. Hits line, and he got a touch. It's a kill for Connor Bloom, and the Beach lead is back to 4.
Haven't said those words in a long time. Only the 6th kill of the night for Connor Bloom on 13 swings. Rotated out for Dane Hillis in sets 2 and 3. He's back in the lineup, looking to make an impact.
Now here's Jackson Christ, had back-to-back aces, his last trip behind the line. Christ across, out of bounds. The Beach with 17 service errors tonight. They have cleaned it up since set 1, but still piling up a bit.
The Beach right now are looking over their shoulder at Hawaii. Rainbow Warriors only down by 3. We've seen tonight, that gap can be closed in a flash.
Tatrisky serves into the bottom half of the net. His toss got him off there. 18-14 Long Beach State, and that sends Wojciech Gajek behind the line. 6 aces as a team tonight for Long Beach State. Gajek has 1. Go alongside 11 kills. Public enemy number 1 serves out of bounds. 3 straight service errors between the two sides.
Wojciech Gajek just added some fuel to the fire in that Big West Championship game. Had 22 kills on night 1 in the Pyramid, 16 kills on night 2, then 27 in that Big West Championship game. His 3 best performances of the season have all come against the Rainbow Warriors. Hawaii faithful know that all too well.
Sakanoko roll serve. Varga pops it up short. Bump set from Larson over to Bloom on the left side. Off the block. Greenwich keeps it alive, falling out of bounds to a swing from Rosenthal. He gets blocked. It's still up on the Hawaii side. Left side War tools the block. Fantastic job by Adrian War, saving the point for the Bows.
And Adrian Ward checked back to Tread Rosenthal during that rally, as the setter was still in the Terraflex, struggling to get up. Just a smart play from the Frenchman, knowing the rally had to end with him on the left side.
Nick McRae calls timeout with the Long Beach lead down to 2. We were talking during the break, JD. Long Beach starting to play with that chip on their shoulder. That's when they're at their best, when they're playing with some energy through the net, not just on their side.
We've seen Long Beach State really throughout their history, and this year especially, embody that Long Beach grit. Always seem to play better with a little bit of chip on their shoulder when they're not the nice guys, when they're not the good guys, when the arena's against them. Long Beach State all season long have been looking for that killer instinct, yes, but also looking for a way to rally around themselves. Nick McRae saying throughout this season he wants this to be the best player-led team in the country. Well, if these players feel like this crowd is against them, they're going to keep stepping up in big moments. Wojciech Gajek having to deal with the boos all night long. It extends to this entire Long Beach State team, whose fans are vastly outnumbered here at Pauley Pavilion. This is a team that has been built on a history through the Alan Knipe era, now in the Nick McRae era, not only of a winning culture, but of a culture that is always going to persist in the toughest moments. They're in a tough moment right now, too. Yes, they're up by 2. Hawaii are knocking on the door. Need some of that trademark Long Beach grit to show through right now.
Long Beach State, 3-time national champions as a program, including, of course, last year. Trying to make it back-to-back. The first task ahead of them, sending this match to 5. They're ahead 18-16. Louis Sakanoko to serve for Hawaii out of the timeout. Louis looking for his first ace tonight. There's a high toss, serves across, overpass from Bloom. Greenwich up to Rosenthal, set to Jordan in the middle, popped up and out of bounds. The error in serve received from Connor Bloom gets Hawaii back within 1.
The Beach lead that was once 3, now down to only 1. And that pattern across the back row right now from right to left. Gayak, Larson, Varga, and Bloom. Louis looking down the line right now at Connor Bloom, the senior.
3 straight points for Hawaii. Sakanoko roll serve. Larson pops it up. Pisanti left side. Goes to Bloom. Sakanoko digs. Sliding. Jordan keeps it alive, but the pass can't get back over. Moore was falling out of bounds. Couldn't get it over the tape. And it's a kill for Connor Bloom. (19-17) Beach. And they send Bloom behind the line. 2 aces tonight for the 5th-year senior. 19 serving 17. Bloom across, received by Greenwich. Rosenthal sets the pipe. Louis Sakanoko found the line. 11th kill of the night for Louis. And now a sub coming in serve receive. Kainoa Wade back off the bench. Went on a run in set 3. Looks for another one here with the Bows down by a point.
And only a point. It only takes one swing from Kainoa Wade to flip this 4th set on its head.
Wade across, received by Varga. Pisanti sets Gayak on the right side, hits line, but missed it. Attacking arrow number 9 for Wojciech Gayak, and we're all tied at 19. Kainoa Wade to serve again. 19 all in set 4. Larson receives this one. Good pass up to Pisanti. Sets Varga on the left side. Blocked. Kept up by Larson. Pisanti to Braun now. Gets roofed! Justin Todd gets Hawaii to the red zone first. Timeout Long Beach State.
Towels waving around Pauley Pavilion. You know what time it is. It's the Manoa Roofing Company making their impact felt in set 4. 3 straight points for Hawaii. 4 of the last 5. Now the Rainbow Warriors are the first to the red zone. And the narrative around the Long Beach State huddle becomes, how do we save our season now? They've given up the lead. They need to fight back now and force a 5th set. Well, the defending national champions will not be making an appearance in the title game come Monday.
The Beach are staring down the barrel of their season coming to an end. 20-19 Hawaii in set 4 on 22 West Radio. (20-19) Hawaii in set 4. The Bows 5 points away from punching their ticket to the national championship game. And the Beach will make a sub in serve receive out of the timeout. Dane Hillis coming back onto the floor for Connor Bloom.
This is a late change by Nick McRae. Didn't have Dane Hillis ready right out of the timeout. Then points to the bench as the clock is expiring. Dane Hillis will line up in rotation 1 alongside Wojciech Gayak, Kellen Larson, and Skylar Varga in the back row.
Kainoa Wade serving the Rainbow Warriors on a 3-0 run. Wade across again and out of bounds. Ruling from the line judge was in, but he's overruled. It's 20-20, and now we look towards Charlie Wade to see if he's going to challenge. He will.
This ball is in, Bruce, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Line judge overruled. We have a great look at it here courtside. That ball from Kainoa Wade is in.
I don't know. A huge review. Scoreboard shows 20 all in set 4. If Hawaii can get a successful challenge, they'll be up by 2.
Sergio Gonzalez now stepping up to the replay. Fairly simple in-out call. Now the Road Warriors can feel a return to the title game. Long Beach State have another miraculous comeback left in them.
Hawaii is 2 for 2 on challenges tonight. Looking to stay perfect They will not.
Whoa.
The point goes to Long Beach State as it just missed the line.
Hey, there's a reason we're broadcasting, and I'm not a line judge. That ball missed by a whisker.
20 all after the service error from Wade. Ben Braun heads behind the line for Long Beach State. It's a race to 5 in set 4.
This is what every team around the country practices in the gym every single day.
Here goes Ben Braun. He floats across. Pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal right at the net. Sets up. Down the pipe. Sakanoko's got the kill. Louis with his 12th. And it's advantage Hawaii.
Everybody in a black shirt right now, dialed in. Game face is on for the Rainbow Warriors. Louis Sakanoko leading the charge.
Long Beach State looking for a side out. Tread Rosenthal serves into the net. A huge error, and it's 21 all.
And how much gas does Tread Rosenthal have left in the tank? When the rubber meets the road here in set 4, Tread Rosenthal stumbles as he falls back from that serve. We're tied.
Jake Pizzanti serves across. Pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal has to get underneath it. Sets outside. Swing for Tatriski is a kill. Went off the blockers and out, right to the feet of Nick McRae as the Long Beach State first-year head coach stands with his arms crossed. It's Hawaii back ahead, 22-21.
Long Beach put 5 in the back row. Pizzanti, Varga, Larson, Hillis, Gayak right to left. They need to pass this serve.
Adrian Ward taking it. Pass from Larson. Pizzanti, D-ball for Varga. Blocked. Pizzanti keeps it up. Now Hillis steps into set. Goes to Gayak on the left side. Power angle. It's out of bounds. Make it 10 attacking errors for Wojciech Gayak. And it's 23-21 Hawaii.
And Adrian Rohr, who served up an NCAA tournament record 7 aces against USC, is just 2 points away from sending the Bows to the national championship.
Moore tips the tape. Varga errant pass. Long way to go. Larson keeps it alive. Bumped into the middle of the floor. Varga free ball across the net. Greenwich up to Rosenthal. Sets down the pipe. War has the kill. Match point number 1 for Hawaii. 24-21 in set 4. Long Beach State with their backs against the wall. One more Hawaii point could end their season.
5 in the back row again.
Adrian Moore looking to send the Bows to the national title game. His serve is out of bounds. Varga gives a point at Kellen Larson as the libero let it go. And now it's Skylar Varga behind the line for Long Beach State in what could be his final game in a Beach uniform. First timeout called by Charlie Wade.
With the end in mind, Long Beach need their absolute best right here, right now. They'll have to fight off a pair of match points against the team that has had their number all season. Hawaii couldn't put it away in 4 in the Big West Championship game. They find themselves in nearly identical position now to set up a date with UC Irvine for all the marbles.
The Beach need back-to-back points, and they're giving the ball to their leader.
And Skylar Varga will tell you, Nick McRae will tell you they wouldn't have it any other way. The senior, the captain, the man from Saskatchewan, Skylar Varga, who has stepped up for this season time and time again, who had to battle through an injury just to crack the starting lineup a few years ago, who has blossomed into one of the greatest prospects that this program has ever produced, who will compete on Olympic stages and world championship stages for years to come. His final swing in the pyramid was an ace. These could be his final swings in a Long Beach State uniform. What does Skylar have left with the season on the line?
One ace tonight for Skylar Varga, and it's match point number 2 for Hawaii. 24-22 as Varga looks to keep the Beach season alive. Skylar Varga ready to go. Here goes his serve. Across, pass from Greenwich, Aaron out of bounds, bump set from Rosenthal, keeps it alive. Swing from Tetrisky, and that does it! Hawaii has the kill, and the Bows are matching up with UC Irvine on Monday to play for the national championship.
Shaka's up. Hawaii have their date with destiny.
Long Beach State's season comes to an end in the Final Four. It's Hawaii beating the Beach in 4 sets. They won 25-15 in set 1. The Beach took set 2, 25-18. Then Hawaii 25-21 in set 3, 25-22 in set 4. Christian Tetrisky with 14 kills, Louis Sakanoko 12, Adrian Ward 10, as Tread Rosenthal distributes 36 assists on their way to a Final Four victory.
An 107th meeting between two of the best programs this country has had to offer for decades now. A rivalry that has defined generations certainly had its fireworks tonight. First Final Four matchup between the Rainbow Warriors and the Beach goes to Hawaii. And it's no less than they fully deserve. They came out and threw the first punch in set 1, got knocked back on their heels by the Beach in set 2, and then responded across sets 3 and then set 4, turning the tables late in a reversal of fortunes from that Big West Championship game. And for this Long Beach State family, they fall 1 game short of their ultimate goal. Take nothing away from this season and what Nick McRae has been able to accomplish. This team playing their best volleyball in the postseason. The Big West Championship secured, the regional final a success. Just 1 game, 1 swing, and a few points short of defending the national championship. And that back-to-back prophecy will not be fulfilled in the 2026 season. There will be a new champion atop the college volleyball throne come Monday.
Skylar Varga with 13 kills in his last game with Long Beach State. He's crouched down on the Beach side of the net, taking it all in. Varga, Ben Braun, Connor Bloom, Dane Hillis, and Island Doty have their careers come to an end in the Final Four. That Nick McRae, after winning Big West Coach of the Year in his first season at the helm, will be back next year to try and avenge this loss. Hawaii wins in 4 sets, their 29th victory of the year, ties a program record, and they'll look to set a new one on Monday against UC Irvine.
Just one final thought on this Long Beach State team and what they were able to accomplish this season. For the seniors who will depart the program, and for the future professionals across this roster, they can hang their hats on another memorable season where they fell just short. So many great memories, so many great games, so much hope for Nick McRae in the future of this program, and they'll certainly be back among the best next year.
Long Beach State's season comes to an end as Hawaii punches their ticket to the national championship game. And that'll do it for us here at Pauley Pavilion. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz. And this has been Long Beach State Men's Volleyball on 22 West Radio, streaming live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. I want to issue a special thank you for tuning in throughout this Long Beach State Men's Volleyball season. It's been a long run from the North American Challenge all the way back in early January to here with the Beach. Season comes to an end as they fall just short of back-to-back championships. We'll be back on the air tomorrow for the final Dirtbags home game of the season, and then we'll be back here in Westwood to broadcast the national championship game between UC Irvine and Hawaii at 4 o'clock on Monday. Thank you for tuning in throughout this Long Beach State men's volleyball season and tonight. We'll catch you next time.